Today's video is all about the Omnibook X Flip 16. This thing is a beast. Really powerful, really fast, and really versatile as well. So let's take a closer look. Inside the box, you'll find a 65-watt USB-C charger and a stylus. On the right-hand side of the laptop, you get a USB port as well as a headphone jack, some vents on the back, another USB port, HDMI, and two USB-C. Nothing on the front. Here's a closer look at the keyboard. Now this keyboard is backlit, which is great, so you'll be able to see it at night and all that. And some other things about it, I do like that the buttons at the top for controlling the lighting and the volume and all that stuff work fantastic. These keys in general, I don't absolutely love them. They're not terrible. They are nice, big, clicky keyboard keys. Again, not my absolute favorite, but definitely I like how big they are. It is one thing I like about them. They seem big anyway, and it's fine. But overall, yeah, just a pretty decent keyboard at the very least. And then the trackpad also works really, really well. Feels a little bit cheap. Like you can see, like when pressing it, it really goes in. Almost looks like it's got a dent on there, but overall works fine, and I haven't had any problems with it. You also get two speakers right here for your stereo sound. Now, I did mention that this is a flip laptop, meaning that it obviously can go closed. You can use it as a laptop, and you can flip it all the way around and walk around with it almost like a tablet as well. So if you like that orientation, this does that. And this display, not giving it full justice, but it is an OLED display. You can see it's not matte. It is a reflective display, but overall, really, really beautiful display. Now, a couple of details about this. And a refined all-metal design. Well, it is and does have that metal design all the way through. Now, this is not a gaming laptop by any means, but I did want to show some gaming on it. Now, this is Roblox, and it's not a hard game to run. You can run this game on anything really that you want to. I did put it on the best graphics possible, and it runs it beautifully. It looks really good, especially with this OLED display. Everything is like, really smooth and really colorful. The colors are really nice. It really shows off the beauty of this display, like how vibrant it is. It's very, very impressive overall, this display. I love it. It's one of the best displays I've seen on a laptop. I haven't seen a ton of OLED displays in person. Most of the displays I've seen have been LCD and a little bit better than that. But beyond, yeah, this is really, really nice looking display. And if you want to play games like this, plays it absolutely fine. Or if you wanted to play other games, cozy type games that aren't really graphically intensive, it will be able to do it. Now here's the Precinct. And just to show you this game off, and this is, again, not a heavy duty graphics game, but it's a little bit more than Roblox. And I put everything to basically the max on here that you can do. And I want to show you how this game plays. Again, this is at max. And when it's plugged in, it handles it. You can definitely play this game. So these kind of games like this, as long as you're plugged in. When I wasn't plugged in, it definitely was struggling just a bit. But when you're playing this, even with, a bit of running around and the graphics looking, again, pretty darn good for this type of game. It's pretty impressive that this can run this. And so if you want to do light type gaming and games that are basically indie titles, games like that, I think you're going to really enjoy these types of games because they run on this really, really well. As long as you're plugged in. If you're not plugged in, like you can run Roblox unplugged, but if you want to run a game like this and you want to run it to its best performance, you're going to have to ultimately be plugged in. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty impressive what this can do. I'm walking away pretty cool. I mean, these games are fun to play and the graphics aren't too bad. And the frame rate looks good too. I do want to mention though, and I don't know if you can hear it, I'll get kind of close. The fans have turned on for this, so Just FYI, the fan does obviously have built-in fans, so those will come on if you're gaming a little bit heavier than usual. Now, I do want to mention that this laptop, you can get up to 26 hours of battery life on a single charge. If you're just doing video playback, you get about 16 hours. It is a 4-cell battery, and you can fast charge 50% in 45 minutes. But overall, I've had great battery life. I've been using this off and on for over a week, and just now at the time of making this video, it hit 8% and I have it plugged in. So the battery life has been very, very impressive. Obviously, if you couldn't tell, this is a touch display, so you can get into here and use this with your hands if you want, your fingers, which is great. Zooming into things is definitely an option if you want to. You can see, you can zoom into stuff on websites and things like that. And you can use it as a tablet if you wanted to, or just a traditional laptop. Here's a little speaker test. That aren't as known for luxury or like, oh, I have to have that brand. Oakley and Ray-Ban are definitely those kind of culture bleeding brands that people... Now, speakers sound a slight bit tinny. I would like a little bit more low end in these. Definitely passable, not terrible, but also not great. Okay, so I had a video that I rendered right here. It was about 4 minutes, and it took about 2 minutes and 42 seconds to render. I didn't put any effects or anything on there like that, so you get an idea what this did. And then I'll also do it on my MacBook Pro with an M4 Pro processor inside. Using the same file, same software, DaVinci Resolve, this one took 31 seconds to do that same almost 4 minute video file on here. So the MacBook is definitely a lot faster at rendering video with DaVinci Resolve. Plus the MacBook didn't turn on any fans or anything like that. This definitely has fans going on right now. I can hear it. This laptop's a little bit hefty. It weighs 4 pounds, 2 ounces. Now, if you wanted to use this outdoors, I think you're gonna struggle a bit unless you have amazing eyesight. This is basically directly in the sun. It's only 400 nits, so using it outdoors, not gonna be the greatest. Here's not in direct sun, so you can see that you can definitely see it. Definitely workable if you're in some shade outdoors, but directly in the sun, it's gonna be a little bit hard. Also, it's very reflective, so again, there'll be another reason why it'll be a little bit harder to see. Okay, final thoughts about the HP Omnibook X Flip 16. I love how versatile it is. You can use it as a laptop, you can use it as a tablet, you can use it with the stylus that's included. I love that. You know, you can use it any which way that you want. The port selection is good. I'm not going to give it a very good because of the fact that it doesn't have an SD card slot, but I love that it has HDMI and multiple USBs to use. That is fantastic. It also has the traditional old school headphone jack if you want that. So that's great that it has all of that. I love that it charges fairly fast. The battery life is darn good. Performance is darn good. Now, this isn't going to be the most powerful, best laptop of all time. It is a good upper to mid-range laptop. This thing is awesome display too. The display on this is crazy. The 3K OLED, 120 hertz, dude, crazy. And that's great for using, watching videos, playing video games. You saw me playing the video games on, so that performance goes back to that performance thing. That was impressive. I love that I can do that, to play basically some light to medium range type titles and still get decent frame rates and good resolutions. I love that the speakers are pretty good. They're not amazing, but they're pretty good. Everything on this is either like pretty good, you know, middle of the road type stuff, or really good, like the display and all that. So if you want to pick this one up, it is linked down below. It is a really versatile laptop. That's all I can really say about it, with a beautiful display. That's probably, if I had to knock it down to one sentence, versatile with a beautiful OLED display. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.